Matt, you want to start us off?
Hey, Khaleke. Nice to see you again.
How
Um,
you doing?
yeah, good. Um, just
You
what
can hear me clearly, correct?
I
Just to
I
make
got.
sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you just kind of walk us through how this deal came together? How excited are you to join New Orleans? And just welcome.
I appreciate it. I'm very excited. It started with I actually took a visit down to New Orleans. I believe it was about a week ago. Had a very nice time. Talking with the coaches. Just going over how they see me. Um, the things I would do there. Where they see me at. And just going over the basics of just where I came from, the things that um I went through there, and just how excited they were to potentially have me join their team for this year. So I'm excited I made that decision. I'm ready to get things rolling.
What did they see as your role for you, or what are you kind of thinking here?
So what we talked about was, the Sam or Will position, outside linebacker position. They see me, I can do both. I can be on the ball or play off the ball. So really for me, the main thing I was really focused on, and the main thing I really wanted to hear was I'll have an opportunity to be on the field. That was my main focus for my free agency, getting a chance to go somewhere where I can play, where I can show my worth, and where I can be somewhere where I can help the team, get some W's on the record.
Right. It, in Washington, you went from special teams guy to playing more of last season. What did you kind of make of your progress there? And is that something you feel like you can build off of?
I feel like my progress at Washington was always going upward. I feel like every year I was getting better, whether it be in the film room, on the field, uh, you know, figuring out what the guys around me are doing. And I feel like just all around Washington, I got better. And I'm really looking forward to taking everything I learned with Washington down to New Orleans and just becoming an even better player, being able to show what I can do, being able to, just be a playmaker and just feel free.
Yeah, Khalik, if you could expand on that. I mean, obviously, from afar we see just a huge jump in the numbers. Was that second half of last season? Was that just a matter of opportunity, you think, or what really clicked in for you and made that happen?
I feel like, well, injuries, which allowed me to get my opportunity. We had a couple guys banged up last year, a couple guys who couldn't go towards the end of the season. But for me, I was always ready. I made sure, every week I was only controlling what I couldn't control and not getting frustrated on the things I couldn't control. So, whenever I did get my opportunity, I just wanted to make sure I take full advantage of it. And every play I was out there, I just went hard as I can. So, to answer your question, injuries is what gave me my opportunity, but me as well, staying ready and being ready for the opportunity was important as well. And I feel like I took full advantage of that opportunity.
And if
Khaleke,
you
I'm
don't
gonna
mind
go.
me asking, was Washington in the mix for you? Was there a reason you prefer to change the scenery?
Um, Actually, Washington didn't offer me anything. I feel like the coaching staff who just came in, the new coaching staff, they had a different view on what they wanted their linebackers to look like. They communicated with my agent that um it wasn't like because my play or they didn't see me as a good player. It was just I didn't fit the scheme that they wanted to transfer into, which is fine. So it was just business, I guess.
Malik, I want to go back to your high school days in Pittsburgh. You were Post Gazette Player of the Year, pretty good, great recognition. You end up at Michigan. You got Penn State in your backyard. Just go through the thought process, if you can, and ending up Michigan. And what was your recruiting like?
Oh, I had a good amount of offers in high school, but eventually it came down to, like you said, Michigan or Penn State. And for me, I really wanted to, kind of get away from home. You kind of venture off and grow as a man, just grow up and mature by myself. And I really felt like Michigan was that place for me. And as far as the academics and, the coaching I was going to get as far as football, being under a coach like Jim Harbaugh and the staff that he had there. And I felt like it was just an opportunity that I couldn't pass on. There was a lot of reasons why I went there as well. The opportunity to play early. The program itself, it being a historic program, and a lot of great players coming there, going there, and having the opportunity to go to the next level. So there was a lot of things that played into my role to going to Michigan. But to answer your question, it came down to it actually did come down to Michigan or Penn State, and I ended up picking Michigan.
Khaleke, you get to share a locker room again with Chase Young. Just kind of thoughts on what Saints get with him and how excited you are with that.
Yeah, I actually hit him up a couple of days prior to the announcement coming out that I was going to the Saints. That's my boy. We've been close since we came into the NFL together. We both was in the 2020 draft. We actually knew each other before, when we was going at it at Ohio State and Michigan. We always had a good friendship. We always had mutual respect for each other. So I'm very excited to be able to still be on the team with him. I know what he's going to bring to the table. I know how hard of a worker he is and how he treats his craft, and how he treats his everyday work. So I move the same way. I feel the same way as him, and we both view the game the same way. So I'm so excited to be on the same team as him again, and I'm ready to just keep progressing on being next to him and just learning off the things that he do and playing off of him as well. So I'm very excited for the both of us.
Is special teams still an area where you feel like you could contribute? Is that something they talk to you about as well?
Yes, 110%. Special teams will always be important to me, and I always will be involved with special teams, no matter what my role is on the defense. Special. Basically, yeah, to answer your question, I'm sorry, I forgot what the question was actually. I'm sorry.
Oh, just you answered it.
Okay.
Were you aware coming into this process with the Saints, their focus on special teams? Like, is that something that they have a reputation for amongst players around the NFL? It's always been a big focus for them, and they try to kind of elevate that quote unquote third factor of the game. Is that something you were aware of?
Yes, I was definitely aware of their special teams and their rankings in the past, and also when I played against them, just noticing how their technique and how hard they go every play, and just the standard that they hold themselves to. So um that's a group of guys who I would love to be a part of, guys who go 110% on special teams every day. A special teams coach who's he loves his players, and he's he's gonna live and die by what he goes by. So I'm really excited for that opportunity as well, to be surrounded by a lot of other guys who treat special teams as important as I do. And like I said, I'm just excited for the opportunity.
And Coach Rizzi was a big part of pioneering the new kickoff rule change and everything like that. How do you feel about that kickoff rule change, and how important is it, or how kind of unique is it to have the ability to be able to work with the guy that pioneered the rule change himself?
I think the rule change will be a positive thing for the NFL. I think a lot of special teams guys, it will help bring more worth to special teams players. I feel like it will allow more plays to be made. Given the fact that they take all the run yards away, and make us closer together. So everything's right there. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about the opportunities it will bring to a bunch of different people, and him being the guy who pioneered it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Anything else for Khaleke?
Thank you very much. Welcome, man.
Yep.
I
Thanks,
appreciate
Khaleke.
that.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
Congratulations.
Appreciate y'all.